Goddamn, she got it. The way she keep it stunning, I'm in it command. And she hustle for it, that's why she the best.
Check. Alright, we'll see if this will actually hopefully translate well. What's up?
Goddamn, she got it. Nobody can do it like me. I'm top of the chain, yeah, just wait and see.
What's good, guys? Running the home setup, so we're using this amazing TikTok mic I got for free. But yeah, what's up, Jonathan? How you doing, dude? Yeah, we're working on a track with Yeji for a Netflix show. Yeah. Track's already mixed, luckily, so now I just need to do everything else that's required for it. Let's see. Let's use this one. Cool. All right.
Rockin' with passion, dipped in her fashion. She living lavish, gonna do some damage. Rockin' with passion, dipped in her fashion. She living lavish, she make it go. She make it go. Goddamn, she got it. She make it go.
Go for it, Jonathan. Why not? What's up, Fran? How you doing? What's up, Hun Hots? What's up, Warren? How you doing? Right now, the microphone is sitting on my lap, so we'll figure out how to get it up to a point that can actually be near my face. But I might just hold it between my thighs for as long as I possibly can. But what's up, guys? Working on track for a Netflix show today. I'm back home for the weekend because of a wedding. So we are working with a minimal set. I should have just brought my mic from home, you know? But we're running it old school. And I will hopefully either buy a mic stand in the next couple days and just leave it here, or I might Amazon one, to be honest. I don't know. We'll see. Do you make the songs chase the placements or hire a specific for a song? It depends, yeah. For a lot of sync stuff, you're writing based on like a brief. So you're writing like, hey, we want edgy girl pop, you know, something similar to this. Then we're writing based on tracks and based on things that they have in mind already. So, yeah. But yeah, I mean, to answer it, basically, yes, you are writing kind of where you're chasing the lead. Did I delete? Where's the ad-lib? Everything, bridge, double. Okay, cool. So, yeah, you're pretty much writing, that hook doubles. There's no hook double. Okay, maybe not. Can I make the same type of music in FL or is Ableton better? They all do the exact same thing. It's just preference, to be honest. All right, I'm getting tired of holding it. Let me. I'll pick up the mic when I want to talk. But yeah, it depends on preference. There's no like real game changer DAW. It's really like, how does your brain work? Do you prefer, you know? Yeah, it's really just preference, I would say. I chose Ableton because Skrillex used Ableton and uses Ableton, so that's really the only thing I really factored in when deciding which DAW I wanted to use. Yeah. Maybe I should stick it in a cup. I'm seeing if this will work. Ooh. Okay, maybe. I'm gonna put you guys in a cup noodles cup. And hopefully aim it at my face where it won't be picking up too much of the thing. That's good. That works. Hopefully. We'll see. Yeah, it's definitely going to pick up some of the room, but it's whatever. Okay. Weak group. Not of Kane's Cup Nails. Do you know any sync libraries accepting orchestral music right now? You just have to do your research, yeah. A lot of libraries will rotate on briefs and kind of what they want, so it just depends on the library, yeah. Assuming you get those briefs working in the industry, they're not public. Yeah. The one with Netflix is a direct.
Rockin' with passion, rockin' with passion, dipped in her fashion, dipped in her fashion. She.
But yeah, today we're comping vocals.
In her fashion, she living lavish, gonna do some damage, rocking with passion.
Which basically means we are nudging and removing noise and trying to get these as clean as possible. Yeah.
She living lavish, gonna do some damage, rocking with passion, draped in her fashion.
Thanks so much, Xzico. Appreciate it, man. Is writing one officer this is with one other singer and one other producer.
Draped in her fashion. Her fashion. She living lavish. She live.
At minimum, it's usually like a vocalist and a producer, but with this one, I'm working with a guy I met on TikTok. So
She living lavish. She living lavish. She make it go. She make it go. Wow.
mainly because it just makes the workflow
She make it go. Wow.
workflow would be easier. Where I can send him an idea, he can finish his section of it, and go from there. Yeah. Turn the beat down so I can actually hear.
Goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. She make it go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. She make it go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Way she keep. Goddamn, she got it. Goddamn, she got it. Way she keep it stunning, how many commands. And she hustle for it, that's why she the baddest. Whoa, got it. Way she keep it stunning, how many commands. Stunning, how many.
Yeah, but I mean, there's libraries you can submit to, like that are always sending out briefs. It's just trying to find libraries that will actually need your kind of music.
Way she keep it stunning, how many commands. And she hustle, and she.
Yeah, I'm doing the part that is probably my least favorite, but something that will make the song sound actually good. So
And she hustles, and she hustle for, and she hustle for it. That's why she, and she hustle for it. That's why she the baddest. Whoa, that's why she the bad. That's why she the. That's why she the. That's why she the baddest. Boy, that's why she the baddest. Boy, that's why she the baddest. Whoa, she hustle for it. That's why she the baddest. Whoa, she hustle for it. That's why she the baddest. Whoa.
almost there. What's up, your mom? How you doing? Do you have your own projects or is it just a job for Yeah, I do both. Hold up. One sec.
Boy, that's why she the baddest. Whoa, she make it go. Whoa, that's right. Goddamn, she got it.
I'm just gonna copy the chorus. I don't want to have to revisit it. Run this chain on the entire group. From burnout, yeah, that's why you switch. That's why I recommend anyone that's like trying to do music as a creative thing, like always have like multiple projects and multiple things you're doing simultaneously, because when you're sick of one, you can always just go to the other one. Like yesterday, I spent all day working on like a K-pop track, and there needs to be more work done for that one. But like today, I'm like I want to do sync a little bit. I want to dive into that. What's up, Ramses? How you doing? Pour you another. How do you recommend getting started in the business? What at business?
Nobody can do it like me. I'm top of the chain, yeah, just wait and see. Nobody can do it. Nobody can do it. Nobody can do it. Nobody can do it. Nobody can do it like me. I'm top. Nobody can do it like me. I'm top of the chain, yeah, just wait and see. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm top of the chain. I'm top of the chain, yeah, just wait and see. Yeah, I'm gonna go big, big. Listen up, I'm talking now. Yeah, I'm who they talking about. bow. Know the words getting round. Bow to come, shake the ground. Walking with passion. Bow to come, shake the ground. Walking with passion. Dripping like fashion. Way she keep it stunning.
Oh, cool. It's a different pre. Nice. Producer for commercial purposes. What's up, Nick? Thanks for the follow, dude. Appreciate you, man. Dude, if you're just trying to like make, like, I would recommend like focusing on just like making cool stuff first.
Walking with passion, dripping like fashion. She living
And then like once you're at that stage, then identifying like, okay, like I want to sound like this artist. I want to try to, you know, mimic their style. Then doing more of like a deep dive there. I think like commercial success is a very vague term. Like you can be making stuff in your bedroom that sounds dope to a lot of people.
walking with passion, dripping like fashion. She living lavish, gonna do some damage. Whoa.
And the hook is exactly the same, so I'm just copy and pasting it. You can see I'm running it on a separate channel here. The reason why I'm doing that is because now I can just copy and paste it without having to worry about any overlap from the other vocals. It doesn't exactly save time, but it's more of like a work kind of flow thing. And this line is slightly different, so we're just going to do this one real quick. And then just nudge it down. Cool. Delete this hook, bridge, another outro. Cool. I think you're the reason music is getting too generic. I mean, well, the song is made to be generic, just to let you know. They're not going to be choosing some like avant-garde, crazy, like experimental thing. Like this is music for a product. So. Jack did not get a good night's sleep. Do you personally like the songs, or has it worked? For a lot of this stuff, like if I can make a track in like a couple hours and get paid for it, like why not? You know, it's just part of another, you know, machine. Like you're gonna have to be cranking out tracks that you might not want to finish or might not like believe in fully, but that's just like. What's up, Lep? We recommend audio engineering skill. Depends on what you want to do. Yeah. Good guess. It is for a reality TV show similar to that. I need to fix a lot of these vocals though. I'm gonna use a pro tip. If you are a producer and you're working with vocalists remotely, or if you like are getting, you know, you're mixing for people or whatever, dude, RX7, RX9 I think is what it is now. Get it, dude. It's gonna save you so much freaking time. Okay, let's do this one. No, I'd open that. Okay, do that and do this one. And I'm gonna freeze and flatten this entire group because this is gonna have the cleanup on it. So you'll see in a second. You take care of the mix and master, whatever you send it. Yeah, for any library, anyone that does or interested in sync, like you're in charge of doing all of that. That's the mixing, the mastering, exporting stems, getting them alternate mixes. Yeah. So if you do want to do sync and you like don't really know how to produce, but you work with a producer, it's just making sure that they also know everything that you're going to need from them in order to pitch a song. Some libraries will need less information than others, and they don't, you know, need all the stems and everything. Other libraries will want arguably like a lot more than is probably required, but they still want it just in case. So a lot of that does come down to giving them exactly what they want. Yeah, yeah. RX 12, yeah. I'm behind. I should probably upgrade, but all this I barely use it other than like removing pops and clicks for like a recording if it's like done bad. So for remote singer, what's up, Meat? How you doing, dude? For remote singers, what's the most optimal way for us to provide music to producers? Basic like mixing is always nice. I think a lot of like if you can melodyne vocals, basically like tuning them like that is amazing. Even if it's like a demo, like melodyne your stuff, I think is really key. You know, there are singers that I work with where I'm like okay to do that for them, but a lot of times when it's like a project where there might not be a ton of money for it, or it's like, hey, I don't have, you know, 5 hours today to fix the vocals. I'd rather the singer do it because one, they can probably do a better job, and two, like if it sucks, like they could just re-record the section, you know, so it's a little bit faster for them to get the job done easier, and then you get a better, you know, quote unquote product faster, which is always I think a good thing. So
Rocking with passion, dripped in high fashion,
yeah, it sounds a lot better already. Um,
dripped in high fashion, fast fashion,
we're gonna do some.
high fashion, in high fashion. She living lavish, gonna do some damage. Rocking with passion, dripped in high fashion. She living lavish, she make it go whoa.
And I'm gonna probably put some tune on this because this is a little pitchy, but yeah. But yeah, any questions you guys have on sync, feel free to ask. We're gonna be working on this track for at least a couple hours.
She make it go whoa. She make it go whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. She make it go whoa. She make it go. She make it go whoa. She make it go whoa. Damn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. She make it go whoa, 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 whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Way she keep it stunning, I'm in it commands. And she hustle for it, that's why she the baddest. Whoa, she make it, whoa, she the baddest. Whoa,
I was like, what the fuck is that?
she the baddest. Whoa, she make it go, whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. She make it go.
How you guys doing? Where's everyone watching from? Curious to see. Anyone calling from where there's a storm? Is it still storming? Is the snow really that bad?
Can do it like me. Nobody can do it like me. I'm top of the chain. Yeah, just wait and see.
Cali, nice.
I'm gonna go big, big. Listen up, I'm talking now. I'm who they talking about. Know the words getting round. Body come, shake the ground. Walking with passion, dripping high fashion. She living lavish, gonna do some damage. Whoa, she need shots fired on the swing in a motion. Bring the heat, I'm about the commotion. I'ma make her repeat. I'm
A little bit of a fry there that I want to take out.
I'ma make her repeat. After the show, make it wild like a man. She make it go whoa. I ain't messing around, no. Real sweet with the bite, though. They do what I say, so. Oh, goddamn, she got it. Whoa, whoa.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna bounce a lead, so I can use that for. Actually, I probably don't need you to do that. There's only a couple doubles. Denver. Nice. Is Dallas still having power outages? I heard that's maybe a thing. Maybe wrong state. What's up, Mal? How you doing? I'm actually not in LA right now. I'm in Northern California for a wedding. Yay! Yeah. But I'll be back a few weeks probably. So, those two doubles. But yeah, sorry. Going back to Meat's question, like the best thing I'd recommend, especially if you're working with someone remotely, is like just ask them like, hey, like what do you need? You know, what would help make your life easier, and a lot of that is like just tune your vocal and align the vocal. So like make sure that everything is in tempo and in time, and then like align the two. I worked with a vocal yesterday, and it was so freaking nice because it was all done. Like all the tuning was relatively done, and then the it was comped, meaning that like the timing was all lined up with the lead, and that saves so much time because you can imagine if you're sending like 5 to 10 different layers and they're all slightly off, it's like it just doesn't sound clean, and it takes a lot of time to realign all that versus like just having someone do it that can do it well fast. So that's a minimum, I think, for vocalists nowadays. Like there's some where I'm like, hey, like I would love to work, but I can't, because if I'm doing like all the basically like recording engineer's job and doing all this other stuff, it's just like it doesn't make sense because a lot of the sync stuff is just back end. There's not really a lot of like front end money, unless it's for like a specific brief. And even then, especially, it's like, yo, you gotta like, you in that case, you especially have to do it because it just takes time. Yeah. But some counties, nice. That's good. Glad you still have power. Can't wait for the fire season to start again in NorCal, where everything is gonna be insane. I should definitely buy some N95 masks ahead of time before they start to get scalped. What's Bash? How he's doing? How's your guys' Wednesday? I woke up super early. Personally, I had to drive my mother-in-law to the airport, which I don't mind. Like it was whatever, but it's like I had to wake up like 3 or 4 hours earlier than I usually do, and I'm like, oh man, like my body's not, I'm not equipped, but it was good. How is it depends on how you're pitching and what you're actually sending them, because a lot of people like they might just send like, hey, here's like an artist project I have, this music, I think it's cool, like let me see if they'll use it. A lot of times that music isn't geared towards sync, so it's like for a library they might think it's a dope thing, but it's like, hey, like a lot of times they might just deny it because they don't know like how they would use it or how they would license it. Obviously every song can get licensed, but it's like giving it to the right people that know exactly like where it can be used is tricky. um I currently have that's me, one of the main reasons why I started like a sync mentorship class, is because it's geared towards like how do we get your catalog ready and pitchable, and how can we find libraries that actually want your stuff, and then hopefully land a placement like pretty quickly. um so I have two students right now. We're kind of just formulating that strategy of like, hey, like, this is everything you need to do now, because you can't pitch your stuff yet because it's not ready yet, or it's not, built in a way that's going to be pitchable. So yeah, but I hate the word research, but it is kind of that. Like you have to do a little bit of the research yourself to identify like where your music fits, because no one's gonna do the work for you when it comes down to it. Like no one's gonna really dive in and really nitpick and try to find the exact library that your catalog might work for. It's like, did you do the bare minimum? Are you signed up with like music library music music library report? Are you doing the research on finding which library is actually submitting and accepting music? Are you writing stuff that would work for sync? All that stuff is very, very key. At minimum, I think you should have a Disco account. Disco is like a Dropbox for sync licensing. That's a bare minimum. You should definitely have that. Um, the only other thing I'd recommend is uh, Music Library Report. I think it's still a good resource. It's definitely one of the more updated ones because people that are there are actively pitching and getting songs placed. Um, but yeah, it's a great library. It's a great source of information is really what I would call it. It basically is like a database of peer-reviewed um, libraries. So say for example you wanted to send something to like Crucial Music, and you're like, oh, I don't really know like if that's a reputable library. You can check it on Music Library Report, and they'll tell you like, hey, like yeah, I sent music to this team, and they haven't gotten me a placement in like 2 years, right? So it's like then you can make the decision: is it worth it? So yeah, that's really where I'd start off with, like getting the contacts, or at least getting like a filter of like which libraries are good, and then from there formulating how you want to pitch, what you're actually sending it to, your specific strategy. Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much what I do with my students. Like yeah, just getting their catalogs ready, getting their setting their expectations is another part of it too. Like being like, hey, like we can pitch like now, but we might not hear back for a few months. So it really is dependent on that, on getting your stuff placed that way. Sorry I've not played this song. I'm currently just recomping these doubles, and then I'll probably run them through RX again to clean up any of the weird fluff on them. I think these are tuned, hopefully.
Say so. Walking with passion, dipped in high fashion. She living lavish, gonna do some damage. Walking with passion, dipped in high fashion. She living lavish, she make it go whoa. She make it go whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. She make it go whoa, 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 whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Way she keep it stunning, I'm in it command. And she hustle for it, that's why she the baddest. Whoa. She make it go whoa.
I'm gonna double this lead.
Goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. She make it go whoa, 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 whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Nobody can do it like me. I'm top of the chain, yeah, just wait and see. Yeah, I'm gonna go big, big. Listen up, I'm top. Dirt in high fashion. She living lavish. She make it go whoa. She make it go whoa.
And we're gonna filter it.
Go whoa. She make it go whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. She make it go whoa, 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 whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Way she keep it stunning, I'm in it command. And she hustle for it, that's why she the baddest. Whoa. She make it go whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. She make it go whoa, 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 whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Nobody can do it like me. I'm top of the chain, yeah, just wait and see. Yeah, I'm gonna go big, big. Listen up, I'm talking now. I'm who they talking about. Know the words getting round. Body come shake the ground. Walking with passion, dripping high fashion. She living lavish, gonna do some damage. Whoa, she make it go whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. She make it go whoa, 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 whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Shots fired on the swing in a motion. With the heat, I'm about the commotion. I'ma make her repeat. I'll steal the show.
What's up, Benji? No, do not for this one. No, the sports stuff is for like another library. This is like a custom thing we're doing direct with the client.
She make it go.
It's like, oh man, Ableton's crashing.
She make it go whoa. She make it go whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. She make it go whoa, 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 whoa. Goddamn, she got it. She make it go whoa. She make it go whoa. She make it go whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. She make it go whoa, 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 whoa. Go, go whoa. She make it go whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. She make it go whoa, whoa. Goddamn, she got it. The way she keep it stunning. Rockin' with passion, draped in high fashion. She living lavish. She make it go whoa. She make it go whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. She make it go whoa, whoa, whoa. She make She living lavish. She make it go whoa. She lavish. She make it go whoa. She make it go whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. She make it go whoa, 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 whoa. She make it go whoa. She make it go whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. She make it go whoa, 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 whoa. Goddamn, she got it. The way she keep it stunning. Rockin' with passion. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Goddamn, she got it. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa, goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. She make it go whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. She make it. Goddamn, she got it. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. She make it go whoa, 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 whoa. Goddamn, she got it. The way she keep it stunning, I'm in it commands. And she hustle for it, that's why she the baddest. Whoa. She make it go whoa. She make it go whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. She make it go whoa, 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 whoa. Goddamn, she got it. I ain't messing around, no. Real sweet with the body, though. They do what I say, so. Oh. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Rockin' with passion, dipped in high fashion. She living lavish, gonna do some damage. Rockin' with passion, dipped in high fashion. She living lavish, she make it go whoa. She make it go whoa.
It's hard because like there's not a ton to work off of for this track, which is fine because I just texted her. I was like, hey, I need some other vocals, which is nice. So that'll hopefully beef up a lot of the parts that are maybe missing something here, and we'll be good. Natural minor.
change, yeah, just wait and see. Yeah, I'm gonna go big, big. Listen up, I'm talking now. I'm who they talking about. Know the words getting round. Body count, shake the ground. Walking with passion, dripping high fashion. She living lavish, gonna do some damage. Whoa, she make it go. Whoa, goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. She make it go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Shots fired on the swing.
So Rams is drown them in reverb. Yeah, they're drowning through Valhalla room at like a crazy decay time, so it's like super washed out. Like
Goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. She make it go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Goddamn, she got it. I ain't messing around, no. Real sweet with the bite, no. They do what I say, so. Oh, oh. Goddamn, she got it. I ain't messing around, no. Real sweet with the bite, no. They do what I say, so. Oh, around, no. Bite, no. They do what I say, so. Oh, goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Goddamn, she got it.
cool. Yeah, I recommend just having your sends set up, like your reverb and your delays. That way you can just kind of pull from them faster without having to be like, oh, like let me just go. Most of the time you can use the same delays and reverbs or whatever, unless you like want to experiment. But I would do that like separately, like just try to make it cool with what you got, and then dive in later on. Yeah. Cool. This one needs a little bit of work. Definitely the doubles.
Rockin' with
This I hate this thing though. This. I hate this thing. Just turn that off. I'm gonna run it through Transit. Like this, I could just pitch it up an octave. That might sound cooler.
she make it go.
We're just trying to get a little more bandwidth out of the vocals that she sent, so that like when I send it over, it's like, oh, okay, here's like, hopefully she'll be able to hear like the holes, and then we can go fill them in with the new takes she sends over. Yep. Doubles, man. Pop vocals need like at least 3 layers to sound okay, and then even more to sound better.
Rockin' with passion, dripping high fashion. She living lavish, she make it go. Whoa. She make it go. Whoa. Oh, whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Way she keep it stunning, I'm in it commit.
Drown the pre and the reverb.
Way she keep it stunning, I'm in it commit. And she hustle for it, that's why she the baddest. She make it go, whoa. Goddamn, she got it, whoa, 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 whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Nobody. Goddamn, she got it.
Like this could be a lot cooler. Rift maybe, or Replica is really cool. Kind of echoey synth engine. It has a lot of cool. Let me see. There's one called like Sexy Voice or something. I'll find it. I was like, what the fuck is it called? No. Oh, Sexy Vox. Yeah, this one. And maybe pitch that down.
Oh, goddamn, she got it. Whoa, goddamn, she got it. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa.
Maybe pitch it back up just to see what it sounds like.
Goddamn, she got it. Whoa. She make it go. Whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Way she keep it stunning, I'm in it commands. And she hustle for it, that's why she the baddest. Whoa. She make it go. Whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa.
It's too echoey,
Goddamn, she got it.
but it's cool.
Goddamn.
We want some like weird stuff though.
Goddamn, she got it. 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 Whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Goddamn, she got it. Goddamn, she got it. Goddamn, she got it.
That's kind of cool.
Goddamn, she.
And then crank it.
Goddamn, she got.
Can I delete the? I was like, nope. Fuck. What is it? It's like.
Goddamn, she got it.
It's a lag.
Goddamn, she got it.
Let me listen to the whole thing.
Goddamn, she got it.
Maybe not.
Goddamn, she got it. Goddamn, she got it. Goddamn, she got it. Goddamn, she got it.
Do you usually duplicate the lead?
Goddamn, she got it.
It's always better to use a different take, to be honest. Like, we're only doing this because.
Goddamn, she got it. 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 Oh, goddamn, she got it. Whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Oh, goddamn, she got it. 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 Whoa. She make it go. Whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Way she keep it stunning, I'm in it command. And she hustle for it, that's why she the baddest. Whoa. She make it go. Whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa.
Let's blend it. With doubles, it'll sound a lot better.
Goddamn, she got it. Nobody can do it like me. I'm top of the chain, yeah, just wait and see. Yeah, I'm gonna go big. Listen up, I'm talking now. I'm who they talking about. Wait like me. I'm top of the chain, yeah, just wait and see. Yeah, I'm gonna go big. Listen up, I'm talking now. I'm who they talking about. Know the words, get around. Body come, shake the ground. Walking with passion, dripping like fashion. She living lavish, gonna do some damage. Whoa, she make it go. Whoa, make it go, whoa, whoa. She make it go, whoa, 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 whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Shots fired on the swing in motion. Bring the heat, I'm about to come.
It's off. What the fuck? It's like, 12, 2. Okay, let's take this one.
Goddamn, she got it. Way she keep it stunning, I'm
I
in.
realized we used like 2 separate takes.
And she hustle for it, that's why she the baddest. Whoa. Goddamn, she got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Shots fired on the swing in motion. Bring the heat.
What's up, Dominic? Bro, I feel I have time, man. I'd like it's cool, but I'm like I don't really have like a lot of time. Cool. I'll just bounce this for now. Yeah, dude, I'd love to do those. I'm just like, I'm dying. I'm dying based on my other stuff that I have to do. I'm going to Korea for like 2 weeks for like writing camps, and like I have nothing prepared, or not enough prepared, I guess. Yeah. So, use drum samples from slides. Drums and one shots are totally fine. Yeah, do not worry about those. Like, you're good. If it's something that's like super melodic and you're just like throwing in the loop and not changing it, you're just, you know, you can't do that. You just have more liability, you know. The libraries might not want those types of things because of the way that stuff gets flagged all the time. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. Yeah. Definitely nothing wrong with doing it. It's more of like a liability thing for the library where they're like, hey, like we like the song, but we don't want to take a risk because if the song gets flagged, they're screwed. And what I mean by that is like if the same people use the same sample, like there's no way for them to verify like yours is legit, even if it is like a Content ID free to use thing. So, yeah. So, not saying like you like there's like an end all be all answer. It's more of like a depending on the library you're with, and you know, depending on how you're sending your stuff. Like some libraries are cool with it, and some libraries are like, bro, I do not send us that. Where like you're allowing us to be susceptible to too much that could go wrong. So, yeah. Oh man. But yeah, I'm gonna export this. I'm gonna probably send it to the singer. I'm gonna go probably eat lunch because it's 12. I'm hungry. I've been up for hours, man. Oh my god. Oh, look. Okay, let's send this to her. Nice. Well, great chatting with you guys. I'm going to go make lunch. Shout out Ramses for hanging out. What's up, Brian? Shout out Sean. Shout out Kenneth. Hope you guys are doing well. I'll probably go live again after I eat lunch, to be honest. We'll see. But thanks, guys. Peace. If you have any questions on sync, feel free to write a comment on one of my videos. I'll respond within a couple days. And yeah. If you're interested in my sync mentorship program, we're still taking students. Probably take like 2 or 3 more students at this point. But if you're interested, just send me a DM on TikTok. It costs $300 a month, but the guarantee is that after 6 months, you'll land your first sync placement. Whether that's with like a smaller TV show or a bigger one. So, yeah, that sounds cool to you. Definitely send me a request on TikTok. I'll send you more details if you're interested, and we can go from there. Peace, guys. Have a good one.